Hello everybody, Ken here. Welcome back to Prison Architect. Our prison is really starting to come together. We've got our first prisoners arriving in 9 hours. We've got the holding cell ready for them. We've got the showers here. These cells all going in. We're going to need to sort the water situation out there. We've got our kitchen and canteen ready to go. Let's pop the power in now, because I think that's what I said I should do last time. So let's get that done. Looks like if we connect one up, maybe that'll connect all of them up. So we'll do that and we'll see. I think that might just connect all of them up at once. If not, we'll run another cable up here. But that might be enough to get things going. We've got plenty of power up here. This is all good. We're going to need to pipe in the water. So let's run this pipe over here. I think is probably our best bet, like so. And then we can run small pipes everywhere else. I don't actually know quite what the restriction is on the way piping works. You know, whether there's I imagine there's a toilet coming in here, but maybe did I not oh, no, there is one. There is one on the way. Here he is. I'm going to pop that in right now. Fantastic. So I don't know what the restriction is on the way toiletries work. Probably the best thing is to bring this across from here, actually. There we go. But I like to have a bit of big piping, because I think at some point if you have too much small piping, like it can't actually carry the water far enough around. There's a limit to how far the small piping will carry water around your facility. So you do have to be a little bit cautious of that. This one's already, I think this one's already piped in. That's why it's solid. Yeah, you see, because if you come out here, it doesn't have a thing because it's already ready to go. We're going to need doors on everything, but we'll wait for the piping to go in first, because that should solve our issues. We're also going to need water over here. How are we looking at that? Well, we've got the big pipe coming in. So the big pipe, I guess, could just run straight through the kitchen, because again, we're going to want it to go to other parts of the prison. So maybe we'll have it run straight through here, and then we'll just drop a couple of small pipes down to the sinks, like so. That'll be great. Okay, we've got a couple of goals. We already completed 2 of our grants. We completed the first one, I think, was just to build the holding cell and a yard, which is over here. I can't have utilities. There's a yard over here, and the kitchen and the canteen. And then the other one was to set up I think the other one must have been to set up our bits and bobs, to set up having guards and having our accountant and our warden. We should have a look at bureaucracy and see if there's anything we want to research. Security. Unlocks the chief of security. That seems quite useful, because it's going to give us a real-time report of the danger level of our prison. Maintenance unlocks the foreman. We can do more research on stuff like prison labour. I think our first job is the chief of security, because we've got prisoners coming. Oh wait, no, that's already approved. Okay, so I see. So we need to look at this other stuff. This one allows us to accept 3 grants at once, which is going to let us get more money. Bank loan. We don't need a bank loan right now. Tax relief reduces your tax. That is actually quite good. It's a big investment though, so maybe one we can't really afford to do right now. Micromanagement, that's kind of nifty. Prison policy allows you to increase and decrease punishments. That's pretty fancy. This is all kind of higher end stuff, I think. Health is probably one we should do, because we do actually need to get health set up pretty soon. So maybe we'll do that one first, and then we'll go for the extra grant. Can we do both? Okay, we can do both. Fantastic. I think we'll do both of those. We'll let them work on. I think maybe the warden works on one and the accountant works on the extra grant stuff. Okay, this should all be going in fairly well. Our next job, probably setting up the medical ward. And we need to raise our prisoner capacity to 15. We can do that. That's going to take the first day. We'll get these first 5 in, and then maybe we can crank it up to 10 for the next day. And then we'll have our 15 straight away. And that could be lovely and fancy for us. So this seems like it might be a good place to put the infirmary, just right in the middle here. We can build a medical ward. We need a psychologist, which just goes in an office. So we've got 4 offices at the moment. We could assign one of those to be our chappie if we want. Can we have one right now? Psychologist. You require psychology. Well, let's take a peek in here and see if we can find psychology. These are both done. Fantastic. Where's psychology? I'm just having a peek around, see if I can spot it. Man. I'm looking. Education, legal, prison labour, cleaning, groundskeeping, clone. Oh, that's kind of nifty. It's kind of, that's just a... Oh, here it is. Psychologist right in the middle. Requires a warden. Well, we've got a warden. Okay, we've approved security. So maybe we should get a chief of staff and a psychologist. Are there any other key staff? I mean, we will want a foreman. But we'll... I think the chief of staff and the psychologist are maybe the guys to go here. And then we'll put the foreman and the lawyer somewhere else. So we need an office desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet in each. Okay, office desk. Oh, no, I put a filing cabinet first. Well, that's fine. Filing cabs up in the corner. Office desk. We'll spin them round. Like so. No, hang on. We'll have it this way round. And then the chair. Where's a chair? There we go, chair. And do we want to give them like a telly or something perhaps? Because they are... I should zoom in here. Because I keep putting these wrong around. So that's the right way around. So this is the way to have it so that you can... so they can see it. I've got this one up here. I want to actually have a quick look at this one. This one is the right way around, yeah? So the antenna is on the right of the telly. Yeah, so he should be able to see it from where he's sitting, I think. Oh gosh, that's terrifying. I never get that close up. They make a lot of noise. Oh my goodness, you can zoom right in there. Crikey. Right, well that's these offices should be done then. So we'll grab our staff. We'll grab our psychologist. Can go in here next to the accountant. And what was the other one we wanted? The chief. We'll grab the chief. He can go in here. Fantastic. And presumably, he'll settle in his office. There we go, chief's office. And this one, once it's done, should turn into a psychologist's office. Just got to get his desk in. Excuse me, sir. And then it should just bang right out. Oh, here we go. 2 hours till our prisoners are due. There we go, psychologist's office. Fantastic. I like how these just kind of stick out the side. This one probably should have gone upwards like the accountant's office did. Also, this kind of, because of the way I've dragged it in, because I dragged them like over the side, is why it's kind of sticking out like that. Because I drag it over the side so it goes right through to the doorway like that. I don't know. Maybe don't do that. I always like to fill in my doorways with stuff. I don't know why. It feels like the right thing to do. Got our garbage here and our deliveries. That all looks good. Let's get our medical ward set up. Foundations. In fact, let's go into planning and do that. We should be able to do this while we're waiting for the prisoners to come in. So I think we're going to want it here. In fact, if there's going to be like 2 here, then it can start here. And it can go along here. This is probably like a good amount. Like so. There we go. And it's the same size as this thing then. And we'll work out what we need. If they're going to come in here, let's say. Do we want to do that? Because I keep doing this, and then like it's kind of awkward having people coming quite so close to the door. But then maybe if we're going to do this, then they should come in the middle. So let's say, how long does this go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. So they'll come in here, like so. And we'll work out how we want to do this. We'll do a morgue as well in the back, I think. So let's sort our room out first, I think. We'll work out what we need. And then... right, our prisoners are coming in. Fantastic. We have a quick peek at them. Is this them coming in now? Here we go. Let's see who's the first lot on the job. Da 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 da. Let's see if they immediately escape. I kind of want to grab another chap now. We've got one doing job of our 3 guards. So this guy's bringing him in. Okay, now we've got none free. So that makes me think we should have at least 1 more. Maybe we should have 2 more. We can have another one up over here by the yard or something. And they'll probably all go over to do stuff. We've got 5 prisoners. They've each got a guard for now. That's more than we necessarily need. But it's good to keep an eye on these guys. So who we got? We got Carter. Benjamin Carter. We got King. Ed King. Vyacheslav Nazarov. Mark Bird. And Richard Petit. Fantastic. And they're all just going in the holding cell. Just bang them in there for now. That's fine. This chap's got no water. Why have you got no water? Oh, I haven't put any doors on the cells because I didn't. I was waiting for them to finish stuff off. Right, well, let's pause it for a second. And let's grab like 1,000,000 doors for these cells. Boosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have so many cells. Also, I haven't put any floors in these cells, which is kind of okay. But I feel like I should. It's kind of poor form to not have doors in your cells. So, well, not to have, sorry, well, it's very poor form to not have doors. But it's extra poor form to not have floors. So here we go. Mosaic floor should be good for these. Like so. And then finally, this lot here. Did I do this lot already? No, I must have not done. There we go. And that'll all sort itself out. They're all okay in the holding cell for now. They can come out once we've got the cells set up. They can go into the main cells. Going to be 22 hours before any more come in. So let's get to work on our medical bay. Okay, so the walls. Oh man, you can do objects as well. Oh, I see. Okay. That's a little bit confusing because you do have to remember how big the objects are. Feed all prisoners. We've got 5 prisoners. We need 5 meals. Well, these guys should be fine. 2 men should be able to cook enough meals for 5, right? You'd like to hope. So I think this is the this is where we want to go, and then have them come in here to get in the morgue, and maybe we'll have a back door for the morgue as well, just so they can get in and out if they need to do any important business. And then we'll set those up. So what do we need in an infirmary? We need a medical bed. How big are the medical beds? I know they're pretty large. Medical bed. See, these are like 2 by 2. So if we're going to bang these in, like so, and then we'll pop them in the other side. See, this is the thing, is I think it works okay, but it doesn't work perfectly if we do that. I mean, I think you can probably put them like that, and that's probably enough to get people into bed. I think they can probably go in from either side, so we should be okay. In fact, what we can do is we can say that if we go to planning, this can the morgue can be quite small, really. So we could just have like do this and have it be there, and then the office can be here, and that should be fine. So let's get to work on it. Building brick. Bash it in, and then we're going to want the doors. A large jail door here, and jail door here, and a staff door on the inside. And we'll wait for that to go in, and then we can. It's going to put the beds in as well, I think, because I've already set them down. But that's fine. What was the other thing we needed? We needed an office. No, we don't actually need anything, but I'll put an office in because I think or a desk rather. I think that's probably a good idea to do. Somewhere in here there'll be office desk. I think should be in here somewhere. I think somehow it kind of arranges stuff based on what it thinks you're up to. So we'll pop the office desk down here, and we'll pop a chair in as well. Chair like so. And we'll even pop a filing cabinet in. Probably a good idea. Filing cabinet. So you can do some filey stuff. Because you need a filing cabinet for your bits and bobs. We're going to need a wall. Or some walls rather. Brick wall. Here we are. We'll bash that up here. And this is going to be our little morgue. So the morgue needs like a slab, and I think that's about it. Indoors, and it needs a morgue slab. Objects. Slab. We'll pop it here, and then we'll pop a filing cabinet in as well. Because again, gotta have some nice records and stuff. Be a slab. Maybe we should have a TV in there or something, or maybe a radio. Maybe is the way to go for the morgue. Have some banging tunes to listen to while you're cutting some dead dudes up, because it's important to keep your spirits lifted if you work in a morgue, because it can be a little bit of a depressing job otherwise. So we'll crack the power in over here. That should probably do the job. And we'll take a look and see how that all lines up. Let's set our rooms up actually. Make sure the game knows what we're up to. There we go. And morgue is going to be this room here. Fantastic. And we're going to want a doctor. Fantastic. How's that all looking? Seems okay to me. We're doing fine on power. That initial power investment is probably a good idea. Oh, hang on a second. Why is this all grey? Is this like... Oh, you can't see over there because you don't have enough... you don't have guards down. What if I pop another guard in? I suppose we don't need that many guards at once. Is this to do with me not being able to see what's going on in here? Yes, because I haven't checked it in a while. It's you can't see it. Enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. Did I not put a door in that one? Let's pop a door in. Objects. Jail door. And then piping. Looks like the piping's not quite been popped in for this one. So we'll do that. I think that's looking okay. Prisoners are fed. Looks like. How are we on our schedule? Let's check our schedule. Free time, eat, yard. I mean, we don't have any work stuff for them to do at the moment. They're sleeping for 7 hours. That's pretty solid. They get a shower in the morning at 7. That seems okay. They don't have breakfast, which seems a bit weird, but I guess that seems to be what it's suggesting. So let's just stick with it for now. They went to the yard for a bit. How long are they in the yard? Maybe we can give them a bit longer in the yard. I don't want lock-up time. I want yard time. Let them have a bit longer out in the yard to chill. It's always a good thing to do. They all go back. No, guys, back in the yard. Come on, another hour. The boss said. See, look, we just let them go in here and they just kind of wander. And they go into their cells. We're going to, I think, need to get some security cameras set up. Pretty sharpish. Danger. Danger level is low. 5 prisoners say they're well treated. Well, that's good. Let's take a look at our research, see if we can get some security cameras. Because, you know, probably important that we keep an eye on all parts of our prison. I don't know how we set up patrols or anything like that. I don't know if there's a way for us to do that. So if you do know how to do that, you know, then drop me a comment, let me know how I set up a patrol or have guards fixed in here so that they're always in the right position at the right time. Where are our guards at the moment? Like, what are they up to? They're all just milling about in the yard. Well, let's send them in here to do make sure that everything's, you know, looking okay. Make sure that there's no naughty business going on. We've got the cash flow coming in. This is all good. We need 100 inmates and a bank balance of 60G. That should be fine. We need a second doctor. Let's get a second doctor. Staff. Doctor. Boom. Look at that. We're done. That was easy enough. Okay. There's all the prisoners being fed. Fantastic. Look at that. Ding, 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 ding. Brilliant. We've actually got no grants right now, so we should be able to grab a few more. Did we already... Hang on. I thought we had to get 15. Oh, maybe it's just capacity of 15. Not actually having 15. Okay, let's check the grants. Prison maintenance. Unlock maintenance, unlock cleaning, unlock groundskeeping. Hire a foreman, janitor's gardener. That seems like a good one to do. Visitation rights. We need to make sure people can visit people and talk to people. Cell block B. Raise prisoner capacity to 50. Well, I mean, that's one for a bit later, I think. How about we do some of these investments? I mean, can we do 3 grants at once now? I think, yeah, 3 grants at a time. So maybe we'll do a short-term investment, because that'll get us a bit of cash down the line. And we'll do prison maintenance and visitation rights, and that should do the job. Wait for funds. So 72 hours. That is pretty short in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so we're going to want to unlock maintenance, cleaning, and groundskeeping. So where are they? Cleaning, groundskeeping are here. Where's maintenance? Oh, maintenance is already done. Okay. Can we do both at once? Oh, we need a foreman to do it. Okay. Well, let's grab a foreman. We're going to need an office for him, I think. So, let's take a look. Foreman. Does he need an office? I'm going to presume he does need an office. So we're going to need some more offices. So let's get on to those. We can have another set of offices here. How many more staff do we need? We're just probably going to need 2 more. Maybe does a gardener need a... I don't know if these chaps are going to need an office down the line. And maybe we can actually have more than one of each of these. Because it says like 0 of 1, 0 of 1. But these, there could theoretically be more. So perhaps there's some benefit down the line to having more of them. So let's plan out our second office here. We'll have it come down like so. And we don't need quite as much in the way of pathing, because this isn't for the prisoners round here. This is all just going to be some general gubbins. So let's make it this wide if we can. We'll see how that looks, or if that's going to cause a problem. I suppose it could just come right across to here. I mean, there's no necessary need for a path up here, but we'll see how this shapes up if we do it this way, because maybe that's the easiest way to do it anyway. We'll have them come in here. No, let's not do that. We'll have them come in here, perhaps, and then immediately we'll set this up as an office. So if this is an office, and then we've done what, 3 across. So 1, 2, like so. Oh, that works out perfectly. Fantastic. So now we've got 4 offices. These are slightly smaller offices, but that's fine. You know, it's good to have a party. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it is good to have a party. So, you know, I don't feel too bad about saying that. I don't feel like that's misleading in any particular way. We'll bang that out. We'll get a door. Objects. Jail door. Just need a small one for this. And we'll get that cracking. And we'll also set up a path that wanders down here. Might as well go all the way down, why not? This one's already got a bit of pathing along here. Did we set up path here? No, I don't think we did. Let's do that. Fantastic. This is all looking rather nice. We should probably get some outdoor lighting. Objects. There should be lights here somewhere, right? Let's set up some outdoor lighting. Just by all the doors. Just because it's going to make our lives a little bit cleaner. Oops. No, not in front. Just pop it in front of the door, you know. I think it just makes life a little bit safer when we don't want there, because it's on the path. It'd be a little bit awkward if we had one on the path. Paving stones in. Look at that. Lovely and tidy. Fantastic. This is all coming together rather well, I think. Definitely going to want to work on security pretty shortly. But we'll get these offices in first. Now that building's done, we should be able to lay down some brick wall like so. There we go. I suppose we didn't put any windows in the... Oh, no, we did actually. I did actually put windows in these offices. Thank you. Look at that. See, I'm very well planned. We'll pop some windows in these as well. Like so. I always zoom the wrong way. I don't know why. But, just my natural instinct to zoom the opposite way to the way you're actually supposed to. So we'll unpause. We'll let them get their bits and bobs in, and we're going to want offices. So somewhere along here is office. Here we go. Office. 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 And then we're going to want to set those up. We're going to need power to come down, which we could bring along from here, or we could bring from up here. Doesn't really matter either way. Let's bring it from up here, shall we? Or should we bring it along here? I don't know. Oh, I'm going to bring it along here. I'm very indecisive. But there we go. It should be good. And what do we need in here? Office desk, chair, filing cabinet. Right, fantastic. Filing cabinet, nice and simple. We'll give them an office desk, like so. Put it by the door, and they all get a chair as well. And we'll also give them all their own radio, so they can keep up to date with what's going on just about the place. Where is radio? It's just not. Oh, there it is. Good to invest in your staff, I think. It's one of those things. It's like spending the big bucks on the wooden floor. Got to be done for your staff. Is this marble tile? I think this is just marble tile. It's not fancy tile. It is pretty fancy. Okay, that should be good. So we got 10 prisoners now, have we? 5 prisoners say they're well treated. Well, maybe the other 5 are just arrived. We should have 10, I think, in now. Yeah, there we go. 10 prisoners. Only 5 of them say they're well treated, but perhaps that's just that the others haven't been in here long enough to get set up yet. We're definitely gonna need some CCTV. Have we got surveillance? Surveillance has been approved, so we can get that in. We need to hire our foreman. I think these offices are done now, pretty much. Oh, it's got to be 4x4. Oh no! Well, that's all gone wrong, hasn't it? Oh dear. We're gonna have to redesign this entire thing. Why has it got to be 4x4? That's 16. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 20 wide. This is big enough. It's just in a different layout. Oh, they're very fussy, aren't they? Okay, well, we have to rethink this and we have to come back to it. But we'll do that on the next episode. So we'll wrap things up there for now, and I'll sort my mess out next time. So thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you have, be sure to bop that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Prison Architect and other games as well, of course. And I'll catch you on the next one. So until then, I've been Ken. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!